Hey everybody, it's been a minute. We're back for another episode of Motown Witch After Dark. It's been a minute. I'm Yvette,
I'm Angie.
and life has been lifing, so we got to talk about the year. We have a whole year in review,
Yeah, for sure.
which I forgot to make a list of.
Yeah.
So, anyways, this has been a year of change,
Yeah.
um, spotlights, um, loss of fake friendships, and all kind of
Yeah.
shenanigans.
Yeah, it's definitely been a shedding away.
You say shedding?
Shedding away.
Oh, I thought you said shitting.
See? Oh, you don't even want to play the.
I'm sorry, that's all you said.
Nobody trying to play these games today. But
Anyways.
yeah, shedding away of people, friends, associates.
Associates.
Yeah, 'cause friends ain't really going nowhere for real, they're friends, but yeah, which I mean, and that's honestly by me being a reader, it's been a consistent thing across the board of people shedding away, getting people that's just not for their greatest and highest good. So sometimes that's just universe is like, all right, it's time to shake some shit up. And the people you thought you was cool with ain't cool with you. So it just is what it is. So.
Yeah. We had shit. I'm trying to think of what did happen. We had the Hoodoo Festival for 2023. That was May.
Yes.
That was May.
Mm-hmm.
That turned out very well.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of light was shown on people there.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things ended. The Fete for Kuzenzaka.
That was definitely great. A lot was shared there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. That Kuzenzaka definitely was a great fete for real.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, wait a minute, because we got to also go back because we got to remember the first fete that was in May. It was one before. That was in May.
That's what I'm talking about, the one in May.
That was Okay, that's right. That was Kuzenzaka. That's right. Yeah. So I don't know why I was thinking that was the last one.
Oh, the one that was here?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That was
Yeah. So definitely some good things.
some good things too, definitely. I got to meet some interesting people. Other interesting people reached out to me, particularly around that time of that festival.
Right.
So I got to meet some new folks and to get some other ideas and ways to do things.
Right. So and just like in most things, when you lose relationships, you also gain relationships. So it ended up being both ways. You know. What I'm saying? You lose some people, you gain some people. I mean, that's like we said, life been life, and so it's just a switching up of people and how you end up interacting with different people. So
Most definitely. I mean, I think for this past year, while I'm used to the trash taking itself out, for whatever reason, the shakeup that happened this year kind of shocked me because I just didn't expect it to happen to me. Although that person has done it to so many people, I just didn't think she'd do it to me, which I think is what everybody ends up thinking when it happens to them.
Yeah.
But it's our gravy.
It's a learning experience. You get
Most
it,
definitely.
and you keep on moving.
I learned it. I learned the lesson.
You learned it.
I learned it.
That was play these games. But yeah, I mean, and it's true. You learn the lesson, and that's the whole thing. Like, there's never any right or wrong decisions. It's about learning a lesson and moving on. Whether the lesson is good or bad, it's about learning the lessons. So
That kind of pulls us. This kind of takes us. I think you and I were having a conversation the other day about the whole spirituality piece and people in spirituality. And I don't remember the whole context in which we were talking about it, but that kind of leads into it.
Yes.
I think because of the BS that happened behind the spiritual event with a spiritual person, and how we handled it on this end as opposed to the other end, because they really tried to drag us all into a bunch of bullshit. They try to drag us into bullshit and try to drag us into FB wars and YouTube wars, and nothing happened.
And I think that was because some everything doesn't warrant a response.
Exactly.
You know, and there comes a time when maturity just overrules everything. Sometimes, like I said, even throughout everything, I'm not about to tell you that.
But it showed a different light on this particular person and the spirituality piece, and the other people who try to clamor onto that and take it further as well. Because think about it, we were getting picked on by you know,
it was coming.
They kind of got together, and it's okay because at the end of the day, in addition to a maturity level, I think when you walk in your spirituality in such a way, it just doesn't warrant the bullshit.
And sometimes, if you really connected to spirit, they don't allow you to do it.
It doesn't warrant the bullshit.
Because there's times when spirit just be like, just don't open your mouth, and you be like, wait a minute, we could really get it going, but spirit will be like, no, it ain't no need for us to do that. You know, it's no need. You don't need to do nothing. You don't need to say nothing. So sometimes it's like you said, let the trash take out itself.
It takes out
Sometimes
itself.
you just let people go and go and go and go, and eventually the people who are of spirit, they'll just look and be like, okay, but you still going. Like, ain't nobody else in sin.
And we got to see that
Exactly.
up close and personal. And I think that whole piece played itself out really well because we were talking about the whole spirit with everyone, not everyone, with so many people saying that they're spiritual now and they're moving into this thing. And I'm meeting these people who come here in the store and they're new to everything. Mm-hmm. And then within 6 months, they're teaching classes and reading cards and doing all this stuff. And then because either I won't play the way they want me to play, next thing you know, you're telling people that I'm hexing you and you're blocking me and you're doing all this other goofy stuff. That's what we were talking about. That's how the conversation started.
Right.
And it's like so. And then, oh God, this is actually like a wormhole. Because you could take that into the whole thing that's going on now in social media with this particular person, and people are going to be leaving under his umbrella, and it's going to make this even worse or more. I don't want to call it worse, but with more people, because like you pointed out this morning, more people stepping away and coming into here saying,
Exactly.
you know.
Yeah, I mean, well, definitely with this whole Christianity shakeup, with all of that stuff going on, that's just definitely it's going to be an exit for a lot of people. I mean, anytime that something big rocks spirituality or Christianity or anything like that, it causes for people to leave in droves. And that, I mean, I'm honestly, anybody that's in the spiritual community might as well get ready for. There's about to be an influx of people from Christianity because now they're going to be like, I can't trust it. Because that's a lot of people is not going to trust it because a lot of people put a lot of trust into their leaders, and that's whether it's in structured religions or spirituality. People come in and they're looking for someone to lead them somewhere. Right. Which to me, I always feel that spirituality is not something that you really need to be led into. Now, there are times when you do go onto a path that you may need someone to lead you further on that path. But I definitely believe that when we're talking about something such as hoodoo or just basic spirituality, you need to be able to lead yourself. And some people are not able to. They're not self-disciplined enough to be able to actually lead themselves on a path. They can't do the constant work. They can't do the checking on your like going through your shadow work. They can't even pull cards on themselves because they can't give themselves an honest answer.
Truth.
You know what I'm saying? So those people honestly are looking for somebody to lead them.
Which is the part that makes my ass itch. Because they don't want me. But when do I light the candle? Do I light the candle when this is going this way and this is going that way? Do I light the candle on this day when the moon is doing? And that's like, dude, what does your spirit tell you to do? And then they look at me like a deer caught in the headlights.
Because most people don't ask them to find out what spirit is saying. They're used to somebody giving them instructions. A, B, C, D, and the end is E. Like everybody is used to a recipe for things. instead of people knowing that, guess what, it's not a formula or a recipe to how this goes. Me and you can do the same, we can have the same type of work that needs to be done, and Spirit tell you to do something and tell me to do something, and we both can get the same end result, but and do it 2 different ways.
Right.
People don't realize that everybody's path is their path, not a collective path. It's their particular path. And it takes time and effort and work and sitting and talking to your ancestors, your spirit guides, and people don't want to put forth that effort. It's easier to come in and ask you, well, what do you say I can do? Well, wait a minute. What your spirit tell you to do?
That's how people end up not liking me. Because I'm not looking for followers. So I'm not trying to spoon feed anybody anything. I can start you and I can tell you how to do something or where to start with something, but I'm not going to give you the basics. I'm not going to give you step by step and tell you, well, you do it like this and you do it this and this got to be this. Like, no, come on, no. That's why I usually tell people my potato salad and your potato salad made 2 different ways. At the end of the day, it's all still potato salad.
Right. Some people put raisins in them.
That's nasty.
I'm trying to turn my phone off because I guarantee somebody is going to hit me up. But it all breaks down to people have to understand and know what is needed for them.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You need to sit with Spirit and say, hey, what is it that you need to do for me? What is it that I need to get me to the next level? And sometimes it's shedding away of people. Sometimes it's going out and trying to meet other people. It's bringing other people in. Sometimes people are too closed off. It's time for you to open up. It's time for you to start going out, putting yourself out there. So it just depends. But most people don't want to sit and talk to Spirit. They don't. It's easier to ask somebody else.
And that involves you being quiet and actually listening. Folks have a problem with shutting the entire hell up and actually listening.
Most people don't even like themselves enough.
Well, that part. But that's, part of the things that happens is you ask me a question, and while I'm answering you, you start talking. So then it becomes, by the second time that happens, I usually say, well, you don't even want to hear my answer, so never mind. And then they go, no, I want to hear it. And I'm like, but you won't stop talking long enough to hear me. Mm-hmm. So if you want to hear me, you actually have to stop talking.
Exactly. And most people don't. A lot of people can't even be at home with nothing on. Nothing. No TV, no phone, no absolutely anything, and just sitting there. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people absolutely cannot do that. That is crazy. Wait a minute, that's too, because you hear all the voices. And guess what? Sometimes you need to hear all of the voices.
I'll play Cheap Trick Voices right now.
Oh, here we go.
I listened to that earlier today.
So yeah, I wholeheartedly get it. But yeah, most people, they don't even like themselves enough just to sit.
Yeah.
They gotta talk. It's something like.
It's kind of sad in a way.
I'm telling you, something just told me to turn my phone off, and immediately I got a phone call. But yeah, it's really, really interesting, the people that I come across that just find it hard to, and I'll say, like, sometimes you just need to sit and you need to go through situations and stuff in your head and actually allow those feelings and stuff to well up, and they be like, huh? And I'm like, yeah. How do you do that? Well, I mean, sit.
So you gotta think. That's why many people end up on drugs or alcoholics or whatever, because they don't want to feel.
Escapism. Hence my second job.
Mm-hmm.
These are the people that come and dump all of that. Right? Hey, well, it's this and that and this and that. I'm like, come on now. Like, most people, they don't even understand that most of the answers is right there in you.
Absolutely.
It's right in you. It's not hard. It ain't hard to find. It's right there in you.
I'm trying to think of what else happened this year. I'm having a brain fart. That was May, June, July. This whole year just went kind of...
It flew.
It flew, and it was just a lot of going, a lot of doing. We had our Real Black Witches meetings, of course. Those were those, but the Witches Ball, and it seemed like there was more stuff.
Also, it was the Gay celebration.
Oh yeah, the Gay celebration.
Yeah.
That turned out very well. The energy there was great. Although it wasn't a fete, we didn't have drummers and we didn't have a mambo and a ugan there.
Right.
So it was just a celebration honoring our ancestors. We set up the big old ancestor altar and all
Right.
that good stuff and had the food. I made the goat and oxtails. I made a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
The cake, the libations.
there's always libations.
It's always libations. We don't have nothing. We got the libation part. We got that part down. We don't have nothing else. We got that part. I mean, but it's been interesting because the bottles got dust on them. We have not been drinking like normal.
No. Life's been lifing.
For real. For real.
Life has absolutely been lifing. That's that car in front in the handicap spot. Yep, life has been lifing.
For
So
real. Yeah.
trying to work it all out, trying to figure it all out. There's people that I want to come here for book signings, and hopefully in the next year, was it 2024?
Right.
Hopefully that can happen. I'm not even gonna speak on that lady trying to bug me about a book, because my life is life and on top of life, and I don't have time for nothing.
Yeah. Definitely going into 2024, it's going to be extremely busy. Extremely busy. I definitely know. Even for me, it's about to be busy. Because like I said, it's a whole lot of stuff that I have to start expanding and doing other stuff. So it's definitely a lot of stuff. It's going to be busy. It's going to be good though. It's definitely going to be good. I'm not speaking nothing less than that.
Well, it has to be great.
So, yeah, so I'm really definitely feeling like it's the space where it's just all gas from this point. Like just putting your foot to the pedal and it's just all gas. So
The motor running. Yeah.
Sherwin said, "Hey."
Hey.
Man, it's gotta happen at some point. You gotta hear the lyrics. But yeah, so moving into 2024. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's about to be occurring. A lot of classes, a lot of different events. Definitely be utilizing the event space coming into this year. So there's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good stuff.
I think so. I'm trying to put together a hoodoo festival for May again. We're trying to get together a hoodoo. I actually have a committee this time, so trying to get this together.
She finally allowed.
Anyway,
to be a
we need
committee.
to shake it up a little bit, change presenters, use some
Right.
different people,
Yeah.
to get a different energy. Trying to find another venue for the Witches Ball. I have ideas in mind. So I might have to switch it around in how I do the Witches Bazaar and the Witches Ball on the
Right.
same day. That may end up being two separate events.
Right.
Because I'm looking at, I'm looking at stepping it up for the Witches Ball and being a little bit more elegant. And which means the price will go up probably probably a good $10, $15 per ticket. But it would be worth it for what I'm coming up with. Trust. Yeah. Those.
I think I already found my dress.
Ooh.
I gotta get it. That just stood
The one
out.
that you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It just showed up. It showed out too quick. I mean, I'm not a shopper. I'm not a shopper. I'm the type of person, if I walk in the store, I have literally walked in the door and I've scanned and went and picked up what I want and paid for it and walked out. Like, I gotta be in a mood to do all of the whole going through racks or going. I
can't do all of that.
So for me, it's always okay. So when I seen it, I'm like, this it, period. Like I haven't even looked at any other dresses. That was just it.
Okay.
I'm just waiting on a good sale.
I
That's
haven't found a color scheme yet. None that's caught my eye yet.
all. Yeah. So, yeah.
But I got enough shit. I could pull some out the damn closet. But
Okay, Sherwin, you're going to have to get with us with the information on the drummers. Yeah. He said the drummers is definitely on deck.
for
So,
what?
he just said, I guess he got information on the drummers.
Oh, okay.
So, you're going to have to reach out and let Yvette, myself, somebody know.
OBKB.
So, but yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to 2024 for sure. Cause it's just, and you know how it's always that whole stereotypical, well, you know, it's my time. I don't even feel like it's my time, it's just the time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the time.
The way the world is changing and the way things are going,
Mm-hmm.
it's like at this point, it's like shit or get off the pot across the board.
And that's what I
Because
said, it's a matter of just, it's all gas. Like from here on out, it's all gas.
at this point, it's like no excuses, no anything.
Mm-hmm.
We got to get this. Everything has to get moving.
Right. Which is absolutely great. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, definitely looking forward to 2024. More shedding away of situations and people, definitely going into the year. Like this is something that I'm already seeing. Like it's going to be more shedding away of people, situations.
Huh.
So, and just standing 10 toes down and just doing what it is that you need to do. Because over the last couple of years, there's been so many people who are coming into their own, and now everything is kind of like, the last couple of years has been like everybody kind of getting their footings, either with their businesses and stuff along those lines. And it's like this year, everybody was like it was ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? Okay, oh, so if I do this, then it'll work this way. If I do this, then it'll mess up. So it's like kind of like everybody was like touch and go. A lot of people who I know who have businesses, it was touch and go. It was like trying out a bunch of different stuff. So now it seems like down near the end of the year, I see a lot of people got more footing. They know exactly what it is they need to do. So that's why I'm really looking forward to going into it. It's just, like I said, it's just hitting the gas and just going. So definitely. And that's even spiritually. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, even me, you know, having to really sit and go through a lot of stuff this year. A lot of stuff that is known, a lot of stuff that's unknown. Just going through a whole lot of stuff and coming out down to the end of the year. My last mushroom troop, it was like, don't none of this matter. And I really came away really understanding that don't none of this stuff matter. It just doesn't. Only thing that matters is what you do from here on out. So definitely, like, yeah, that was something else that happened over the year. The group mushroom trip, which actually ended up extremely good. It was definitely extremely good. A lot.
White glove apples.
A lot of laughs. A ton of laughs. Like, Spirit was just like, y'all just need to laugh. Because actually thinking back, everybody was in positions this year. Like, everybody was there, had been in positions where shit was just tight. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was physically, mentally, emotionally, family, jobs, just personal, you know what I'm saying? Like, emotional, I mean, just everything. So that day, man, it wasn't nothing to laugh at. We ain't cracked no jokes. It wasn't nothing, but it was just.
Right, everybody came in on a mission and sat down.
For real. Yeah. Like, I was on some whole other, like, yeah, let's get this popping. I need some answers. I need to know what's going on. And I've done a couple since then. And I'm always coming away with messages, good things, telling me what it is that I need to do for the next phase. And my last message was just flat out like, hey, yeah, don't none of this matter. everything is dumb. Because I just couldn't stop saying, I'm like, this shit is dumb. Like, don't none of this shit matter.
Most stuff is dumb. That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
That is the problem. That's why, like you said, people come in basically just, for lack of a better way to say it, I'm going to use one of my grandma's terms. Everybody's having these come to Jesus moments.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's just time. Mm-hmm. It's time because life is life and things are happening. We actually lived through a fucking global pandemic where people just dropped dead. All these people died. And I don't think of the severity of it until I do something simple like Facebook memories.
Oh, yeah, that'll take you
And
down.
then I'm looking at comments, and I looked at one particular thing I posted, and 5 other people on the comments are gone. And this is just a couple years ago. And it's like, so it makes you be more aware of the fragility of life. Mm-hmm. And it's like, okay, you know what? It's time out. We're going to wrap all of this other shit up because it's all dumb. Mm-hmm. And we're going to move on and move forward. Because I know I got a lot of different, what do you want to call it, pokers in a couple different fires simply because there are some goals that I have to reach next year. Mm-hmm. And I have to. In addition to, this being the certain number year that it is for me and all of this, that, and the other. So I know that I gotta get all these ducks in a row and work it out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So that's why it's just definitely, even Sherwin said it was definitely a roller coaster ride. I mean, yeah, for sure. Like, man, I've been over 2023 at this point. It's just a matter of like, okay, come on. Like, when is we going to get past this? Like, I'm really looking forward to even March, the real New Year. It's just like, okay, look,
That's what we should have. We should have a New Year's party, March.
In March? Fine with me?
That sounds like something to do. Anyway, just ideas.
And that's how stuff happens. We just be talking. Somebody say something, just be shit to say. We're like, oh, okay. Because definitely that's how the Gay celebration happened.
Yeah.
You ran back like, hey, what you think about? Okay, wait a minute, what day? All right, here go the flyer.
I'm talking about it. This one have made a flyer while I'm sitting in the chair just talking shit.
There go the flyer. What about this one? You like that one too? Like, I mean, yeah. I mean, my thing is just fucking do it.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it. Especially if it's just, if we have the avenues, we have the thing, we got the people, let's just do it. So that's definitely how I'm going into this next year. Just do it. Just do it on some Nike shit.
Yeah, that sounds like an idea. That's how people say ideal. That sounds like an ideal. Arms up.
Right.
Arms up. Oh. You all right?
Yeah. I ain't got time to play with this woman.
What? I'm just saying. So, that's stuff to write down. So I got extra stuff to think about.
Right. I gotta text it back to you.
Huh.
But definitely going forward. This was something that I had been thinking about earlier this week about people and their take on spirituality and how they interact with spiritualists. And people are always in a space where the first thing that they throw out of their mouth is that somebody is scamming them or somebody is didn't give them the right information or didn't help them. And I'm gonna say this, New Year's.
They're planning to start bouncing.
Oh, thank you. Now it's letting me know that I need to say this. But one of the things that I've noticed a lot, especially by me being a tarot card reader, is I hear a lot of people throw around the term that somebody's scamming them or whatever. Now, if you just happens to be sitting there and somebody from Nigeria jump in your inbox and say Spirit told you, then that's possibly a scam, right? But people really need to understand, if you come to a person for a reading, or you come to a shop and you ask for advice, and that person gives you said advice, right? You come, you get a reading, spirits say what they need to say, you get the advice, and you take that advice and you leave, and you choose not to do any of that advice, don't turn around and call that person no scammer.
Or that they tried to hex you.
Don't do that. Because once your life bottoms out, because you absolutely did not do anything that person has said, that's your fault.
Truth.
Because it always ends up, and I see this a lot, and it didn't fall on me. Let's say that. It didn't fall on me, but I heard it. I heard people saying this. And it irritated me so bad that when I got in the shower, Spirit was like, look, calm down. Like, but at the end of the day, it needs to be said. You come to a reader and they give you the information that you're asking for. You come to a reader and you say, hey, I got this situation. I'm dealing with this person. I need to know what's going on in the relationship. And Spirit say, hey, guess what? This is not the person that's for you. You need to go ahead and let that person go. I tell you that information. Or the reader tells you this information. And you go, get in the car, pick up the phone, call that person, and still entertain that person. And then you end up with your shit fucked up. That has nothing to do with me. Right. Because I did my job. I did what Spirit told me to do. I don't feel bad. I know readers who feel bad. Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. Well, what did you tell them? I told them such and such. What the fuck is you feeling bad for? You did your job. You said what you were supposed to say. You did what you were supposed to do. That's their fault. So people, when you come to get readings, when you come to get information, when you come to get your questions answered, when you walk in here and you want to do love work and it ain't nothing wrong with your love life, and then why in the hell is you doing love work? That's stupid. All of this stuff, when you come and you ask people who are of a spiritual nature for advice and they give you that advice, guess what? And you consciously choose not to do it.
Yep.
That is all you. And hence, if I'm the one, I don't feel bad for you. I don't care what. You can end up sick in a hospital. You can end up on the street. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Because if I tell you, like this is a constant thing that I constantly see, that people come and ask for this information and you don't want to listen. What should I do? Guess what? Spirit saying this person is not for you. Mm-hmm. And you end up with a black eye. Well, damn. What am I supposed to do? Like, I'm supposed to feel bad? I didn't scam you.
Right.
You scammed you. I told you what it was that you needed to know.
Yeah, that's something that I've never understood. I don't understand it.
You come and you pay your money to ask me something. Now, let me tell you, there are some people out here who will sugarcoat the shit out of it. Oh no, yeah, you should. Now, I have seen. It's funny because I have had people come and sit and tell me, I went to another reader and that reader didn't tell me that. And I said, well, you make your decision, you do what you do. And then they come back and it's like, oh my God, I can't believe. I tried to make it work and it just messed up. Because some people will just tell you what it is that you want to hear.
I think the funny ones are the ones who start with me and get the candle dress, and I tell them something. Then they come to you, and then they come back saying, well, damn, y'all said the same thing.
And mind you, I'm in the back. I don't know nothing about that.
Or vice versa, right.
Exactly.
Or they start with you and they come out there, and it's like...
Absolutely.
Because there's many times you've brought somebody out from the back, and I've dressed a candle, and I've said whatever, and then y'all sit there and look at each other like, you're like, I told you.
That part. I get that. I get people who will go to another reader, then come to me and be like, or they'll come to me, go to another reader. That reader tell them what they want to hear. I already done told them what they didn't want to hear. They go to them, they listen, they spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. And then come back and be like, you was right. And this, what do you want me to say? I'm not, by no means am I saying that I am the best of the best of the best. I'm not saying that. But some things I know.
Some of the people, it ends up being a life experience thing, and we don't even have to do much of anything.
Exactly. Like I said, sometimes it's not no right or wrong choice. It's about learning a lesson. And sometimes people gonna come, and I have did readings that said, you're not gonna listen to what I said, but this is what it is. Cause the cards are telling you, like, no, this person is not gonna, no. It'll show the stubbornness. It'll show it. And I'll be like, no, you're gonna go and try one more time, but okay. And it's gonna result in this. And I'll wait. And a month down the line, I get a text message. You know what? You was right. Yeah, you tried that one more time, didn't you? Okay, all right. All right, well, I'm there on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'll talk to you later. Because now I don't feel bad for you. Although I knew you were going to do it. I told you were going to do it. No, I'm not. I am done.
See, that's why she's a reader. I don't have the patience.
Yeah.
I don't have the kind of patience.
Don't have the patience.
I would probably be underneath somebody's jail. I don't have the kind of patience.
Yeah. It does take a special kind of person to be a reader or a spiritualist or a healer, a witch, fill in the blank, whatever name that you want to give it. It takes a special kind of person to do that, because everybody don't have that with different people, different levels of it. Some people don't have that patience.
Yeah.
Some people need a person like you that's just direct to tell them just flat out what it is. Some people, they do need somebody that can walk through it with them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's in reality, different people, they require different things.
Truth.
You know what I'm saying? You just have to know the type of person that you are and what your levels and stuff is. I'm not as open as I was when I first started. You know what I'm saying? I'm not as open and as caring. But there are some people that I am. You know what I'm saying? Some people that burnt me. Now they have people, oh, okay, I just need this, I need that. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'll help, and then you play with me. So guess what? You can get the brakes beat off you at this point.
What I appreciate from you, because I know, I've had several readers that have worked here over the years. And like one particular one that would see like, she'd be like, oh, until you pay me, you don't get this other personality. It was all about the money. And I've been able to come to you and ask you, can you work with this person, or this person's having a crisis? Because Angie's much more caring and much more that well, I don't know. I don't want to call it touchy-feely, but she's much more nurturing. That's the word. Much more nurturing. Yeah. Yeah, you start crying and shit, I'm freaking the fuck out. I can't handle it. So she handles that just very, 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 a lot better. And it's not about the money. It's not like, oh, you don't get this from me until you have me cash.
See, that part I don't like.
Because even the lady today, you saw the look on her face. You took her to the back just from looking at the look on her face.
Absolutely.
So that kind of thing is, I mean, I got boxes of tissue all over this joint because people walk in the front door sometimes and just look directly at me and burst into tears. Yeah. So.
And that's why this place is the type of safe space, the type of safe haven that it is. Until people fuck it up. But it just is what it is. Sometimes, and mind you, I just looked at the lady. I said, sit your stuff right. I didn't even tell her to put it back at the right space or nothing. I just said, leave it right here. Mm-hmm. Like, because she was about to bust right there. Leave it right here. Come on. And her stuff was still sitting there.
And I left it there because I figured y'all was going to come back. So
exactly.
I didn't touch it. But
so, and that comes down to you, people knowing who they are. I know who I am. I know how I am. I know how I move. I tend to, and Sherwin said, you have the patience of a counselor, which is absolutely true. I'm one of the type of people, I will walk through something with you. I will. But yeah, everybody is not that. Like, this ain't nothing I turn on and off. It's not. And I'm very skeptical of people who can turn it on and off. I'm very skeptical of people who say, well, I'm about to retire from this. Like, how do you retire from spirituality? Like, if it's a lifestyle, you can't retire from a lifestyle. It's just it's who you are or who you faking to be. One of the two.
And there's that.
You can say, hey, I'm retiring from having the business.
Yeah.
But it don't change you being Motown Witch. It don't change who you are.
Right.
But, I'm retiring from... Wait a minute. Then who is you? For real? Are you this person? Or are you, is this your life?
That's your persona. That's not your life.
Exactly, because it don't work like
Because
that.
I am that one that people will walk up to me in the grocery stores and just start telling me their whole damn life story for whatever reason. So, no, I don't get to turn it off. I get to turn off the business part.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
the people who send me messages at 10 o'clock at night about, do I got something in stock? You don't get that answer that night. You gonna get answered tomorrow during business hours. But everything else, no. You don't get to turn it off at all.
Exactly. And I don't just turn it off because when I leave here, I go to the bar. And it just shifts. I've been in the bar doing readings. In the bar. Somebody, she having a problem. She in the bathroom. Well, send her back out on the patio part. Like, you can't turn it off. And the truth of the matter is, anybody who's a real reader, let me say that, you don't really need the cards. And I always tell people, these cards they for you. So you can see it. It ain't for me, really. I had a guy maybe about 2-3 weeks ago. We were in the back and we were talking and I was flipping the cards and I'm shuffling the cards. The cards is just popping out. Soon as it got to a certain thing, I heard Spirit say, put the cards down. I set the cards down, I did this. We talked for about 45 minutes. Just talked, going back and forth. He said, so what is the card saying? I started showing him the cards. When I said this, when I said that. Man, I never looked at them. When I said this, when I said that, I said, these cards ain't for me, they for you. They not. When you truly is in tune with Spirit, and you're truly an intuitive reader, you don't need them. Like you said, you can walk in a grocery store and somebody say something. I'm sitting in the bar. Somebody can walk in. I'm like, no. What's the problem? Nothing. What's the problem? Okay, well, yeah, thank you. I'm not about to pull it from you. I can. Nah, do you want me to do that? No. Okay. But other than that, man, it is what it is. Exactly. The cards is just a tool. It may give a little bit. I've did readings, shuffled the cards, a card will flip and hit me in the chest. I'll pull it off and it say deception. So I know you lying. Cause this card ain't for you. This one is for me. I've had it flip on my lap and I look down and it say deception. I'm like, now I'm taking everything you say with a grain of salt.
See,
Cause now it's letting me know you lying to me.
those are also the funny people. The funny people come in and lie. They try to tell you a problem, but they're lying. And I'm looking at you in your face, and I know that you're lying.
That part. Which is absolutely fine.
And I'll let you talk. At the end of the day, this is a business. So I'll let you talk. I'll let you buy what you're going to buy. I have no suggestions for you because you're lying.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not even going to add to the bullshit, but I'm going to let you do what you do and get what you get. And you can walk out of here feeling holier than thou or whatever, however way you want to feel. But I know you're full of shit.
Absolutely.
Because it usually comes out in the end. Because now after you fuck yourself over, you come back.
Yeah.
Now you want to tell me the whole truth.
Well, I done had a couple that lied and end up with Fed cases, so. Because she chose to lie to me. Although I gave you the advice up front, because I knew you was lying. I knew you was omitting. It wasn't
That
a lie.
part, lying by
It
omission.
was an omission. You was lying by omission.
Yep.
So now you in deep shit. But I told you, don't do this. But there you go.
And even that situation, that goes with life experience. That don't even take a fucking card. That's life experience. Listen to an elder person. Some people are just old. Some people are elder because they have life experience.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the life experience.
That's true. Spirit always does speak louder than the human voice. But one thing that I notice about Spirit is most of the time Spirit is telling you some shit that you just don't want to do. When you like, should I do this or that? And you know you really want to do that. And Spirit say do this, you be like, yeah. That's when you know it's Spirit. Because guess what? That's not the answer I would, in me and my humanness would want to do. And then if it is what you want to do, you will get a different feeling in your body. I'm always telling people, understand your body. When you're around a certain people, a certain person, and your stomach start fluttering, and I ain't talking about the good fluttering like you in love, I'm talking about that weirdo fluttering like you got a shit, you may not need to be around that person. If you're around some people and you get incredibly cold around the person, not where spirit come through, just around a certain person, you get cold or you feel. I'm like, start being around people, start paying attention, start writing it down. When I ask a certain question, I get this type of feeling in your body. Like that's when you learn, you starting to get in tune with spirit. You got to pay attention to you. Spirit give you certain things. You will feel a ringing on one side. You will feel something. You will feel something over your shoulder. Like, start paying attention. Most people don't want to do that.
Absolutely.
Because guess what? I'd rather come and ask you. Well, I mean, I'll give you the answer if you want to come ask me. I ain't telling you don't come. But I'm also the type of person that I am going to help you become better. I'm not just trying to keep it all for me, though. I'm a type of person that's about helping a person evolve into the better person that they can be. I'm not just the type of person that want to just keep you in your shit. I've had people be like, you keep coming here for a reading. When is you just going to do what you know you need to do?
Right.
You intuitive? I know. Well, then what is we doing? And honestly, that take a whole different level of maturity and integrity. When you can come and as I'm flipping the cards, you're saying what the cards are saying. Man, why are we playing games? But you can pay me if you want to. But save yourself some headache. Quit playing. Okay, I finally got me a deck and I'm doing it. Thank you. Come on. You playing with spirit. Then they start whooping your ass. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Because I gave you the message to tell you need to stop playing with spirit. You're very highly intuitive. A lot of people don't want to do it. Everybody want this microwave stuff. They want to do that shit quick.
They want to do it quick and they want somebody to tell them every step.
If it ain't on Google or somebody that told them, they don't want to know.
You never gave me a reason to tell me what I'm supposed to do.
We talk too much. And it's not because, and what I mean by we talk too much, it comes out in just a conversation.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
You know what I mean? I get it. But yeah, even people that's closer to me, I'm not about to do that because I know your business. I know the business. And then you be like, she don't be saying that because she know, no. It's fucked up. No. But yeah, a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't want to put in the time. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people self-sabotage.
Oh, most definitely. Self-sabotage is real.
Man, that one day that girl came in and said that, man, the new guy, he is so good, he's straight. Should I do love work? Man, I almost jumped over the table, slapped shit out of there. What? Hell no. She said, that's what she said. I'm like, what is we talking about? So I shouldn't do nothing. Girl,
No.
I told her I would choke the shit out of you. me and this client can talk to each other. I'd choke the shit out of you, girl. She was like, so just leave it alone. I'm like, say it one more time. And she was like, okay. Like, she was dead set on doing, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's fine.
Right.
A lot of people, they cause some of the hell in their life.
Absolutely.
And then they want to say somebody else is hexing them. No, ain't nobody else hexing you. Sit down, ask spirit what you need to do, and follow instructions.
Too much like right.
That part.
Totally too much like right. It's
That
easier just
part.
to do other shit. Or it's easier just to go party and smoke some stuff and drink some stuff and do some other stuff as opposed to shit. Take it, telling yourself, this is the day that I'm going to spiritually cleanse my house. So I'm not going to get on the phone and talk for 5 hours. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to do this, that, and the other with everybody else. I'm going to take this time to handle my stuff. Like that one Sunday, I took the whole Sunday. I took all my altars apart and washed all the cloths. I did all and dusted everything and cleaned everything. That took time. Mm-hmm. So therefore, don't get caught up in a movie. Don't get do anything because there's what do you want to call it? There's intention here.
Uh-huh.
So I have to do this. Once the wash is done, now I have to be intentional in dusting everything and cleaning everything and putting everything back. Taking that time, it's too easy to be distracted because everybody's playing with their phones. Everybody's texting. Your text message is going off every 5 minutes. That means you got to look at it. You got to constantly do this. This right here is fucking up the planet. This whole movement is fucking up the planet because nobody wants to do that. So it's that you can't take that time to dedicate to anything spiritual, or even to actually hear, to pay attention to how your body feels. That sign that you get, that ringing in your ear, that tingling in your eye, whatever it might be.
Right.
You don't take that time because you're doing this constantly. And trust me, the bitch you gossiping with ain't talking about shit.
Most of the people just don't even like themselves.
And you can, it's the craziest thing. But this has been something that conversations that I've had over the years before the cell phone thing became this way, where I've had friends who couldn't understand how I could dedicate, let's just say, like I talked about, Sunday was my day when I was working corporate. Sunday's my day because I've done all the other stuff on Saturday, so now this is my day. Now I can commune, I can do what I need to do, I can hear the messages, I can talk, I can do all the stuff I need so that the rest of my week goes swimmingly.
Right. I agree. But that's what I'm saying. Some people can't even they don't even like them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't even like themselves enough, let alone somebody else. So it's easy to fall into the trap of everything and everybody else. There's times, I'm telling you, I could be at home, the TV done went off. It didn't ask me if I want to continue to watch the show. I ain't hit the button. It done been off for 2 hours. And I could be studying, I could be researching something, or the phone could just be sitting there. Nothing. And sometimes that's a very good place to be.
Most definitely.
Very good place to be in. But most people can't do that. Wait a minute, it's just too quiet. Wait a minute, what do you mean it's too quiet? It ain't never too quiet. Most people can't go to sleep without something. They gotta have a TV going on. Nothing?
Yeah, ironically, I've slept in a room with the person who, and she had to constantly have the TV on loud. So I would lay there until she finally fell asleep so I could turn the TV down so that I could go to sleep.
Those are people who like chaos.
And there you have it.
How is it that you can't sleep in quiet? That's ridiculous. That's crazy.
And there you have it. Every time I've shared a room with her, I've had to do that.
Something is wrong. When you can't literally hit the button and turn off everything. Flip your phone over, turn off everything. I'm talking about no TV, no lights. Just that. Just you and nothingness.
My phone goes to sleep at night. Once I lay down, it doesn't even, it goes off.
Okay, yeah.
Unless I get a phone call.
Yeah.
And of course, because,
Right.
But other than that, all of those other notifications and all that stuff, none of that shit comes on.
Yeah. I think after a certain time, mine just vibrates. Unless there's activity on my phone. Like if I'm up and I'm doing something, it'll still come through. But if I let it like go to sleep and sit down, it'll just vibrate. But a lot of people they don't even like them. They can't even handle themselves. They can't handle quiet. Wait a minute, what do you mean quiet? I can't handle quiet. But yeah. All I'm saying, y'all, is look, if y'all come in because y'all trust us, trust what we're telling you. I seen somebody recently where they came and got some information and they ended up doing something contrary. They were definitely not saying that I was the issue. They knew that they were the issue. They knew they didn't do it. Like they didn't do what I said, and they actually ended up in the hospital. And yeah, you all right? All right. I mean, what else it was about? What?
It is what a TI is.
Hey, it ain't good. It ain't nothing I want to brag about, but man, come on now. People, y'all don't listen, y'all. A person who is a reader, y'all have absolutely no idea of the amount of energy that is exerted in these readings. They don't. Because most people think of it as if you are the absolutely only person that they've sat down and talked to that day. Now, through things, it might be that way. And I've actually had days where I've had one person, and I swear, I'm like, ooh, I could not have taken nobody else, which was absolutely fine. Spirit worked it out that way. But people don't really understand the amount of energy, time, effort that goes into doing this. You are literally going and you're requesting access into somebody else's energy field. So essentially you're asking for somebody to go into somebody else's life and pull information out for this person. You have to now talk to this person's ancestors, their spirit guides, all of this. This person is asked me to come in. Can you please grant me access into that? Listen. And now you getting messages. You seeing people. You feeling stuff. And what? Only for you to turn around and do what the fuck you want to, man. If you don't go on the fuck on somewhere. Like, for real. That's when I get irritated. Man, y'all don't even understand. Sometimes some readers, when you real about certain aspects, like for me, I care about the whole person. It's not about me flipping no cards, because that's easy to do. Anybody who can memorize can do that. But it's about the whole evolution of the person. For you to come to me and become a different person when I'm done talking to you. So for me to get there, go through everything that I go through to get you to a certain point, only for you to do what you want to, man, that's a spit in my face.
Yeah.
So now I don't even really want to deal with you.
I think that's why I stopped doing the consultations.
Oh, yeah.
I used to do consultations and I just stopped because it's like you're working my nerves. Because I spend this 30 minutes talking to you. We talk about what the issue is, and I tell you what work to do to fix the issue, or you hire me to do the work to fix the issue. Then you go back to the issue.
That part. I've gotten to where I just want to be rid of him. I don't want to be bothered with him no more. And I look at him and be like, "Are you sure?" And that "Are you sure?" If I hear a pause, you ain't ready.
See.
I'm not going to tell you until you walk up in here and you damn near flip this table over and be like, listen, and grab me by my throat and be like, if you don't tell me what I need to do, I'm not about to No, you're not. It sounds good right now because you irritated.
Right.
But you're not at the irritated moment where you want to, stop everything.
Yeah.
My live video ended up so bad.
Does it end after an hour?
I don't know, it might have.
I'm sorry, y'all. She was live on another social media platform.
Resume live video.
It's not been an hour yet. Oh, I guess because you started before.
I started a couple minutes before. All right. But yeah. So, yeah. People just have to understand, like, this stuff, the whole spiritual piece, it's an exertion of energy. This is the energy that we can give to family, friends, even pour into our own selves. And we choose to be in this space. Because some people are healers and spiritualists and choose not to. Their life be a little chaotic and a little messed up, but because they denying their gift. But we're choosing to accept this part of the gift. And only for y'all to just turn around and be like, yeah, I know I went back. All right. And I don't feel no way. Listen, y'all, I feel absolutely no way. I don't feel bad. I ain't like, oh my God, well, okay. No, all right. Mm-mm. I mean, because people, guess what? It's all about choice. It ain't no right or no wrong choice. It's all about the lesson. So guess what? You made whatever decision and you got to go through whatever lesson that is. And I promise you, I'm not mad about it.
No, because it's totally on them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Lord knows I'm going to do what's right for me, and I can only make my decision for myself. I can't worry about everybody else.
For real. For real.
But I've been that way a long time.
Yeah, we know.
Shut up.
So,
I'm special. It's okay.
I know. Y'all done heard my tirade, my rant.
But that's real talk, though. Fuck. I mean, like I said, those are everything you named are the reasons I stopped doing consultations.
Right.
Because I'm doing that stuff at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning before I open the store, and I'm giving you this time, and for what?
Yep. And the thing is, it's not to a space where it's frustrating to me. It's only frustrating to those that I hold a little bit closer. I have a group of ones that I actually, and they all age ranges that I consider my babies. The ones who actually started out with me, I hold them a little closer. I do a little bit more for them. Them the ones that that can call me at midnight, and I'm like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because it's times where I can call them, and they be like, I was just thinking about you, and you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to think. I know I can check on them, and we have a different kind of rapport. So I don't feel this for everybody, but when you come, it is what it is. It is what it is. Please be ready to get the answers. I'm not talking about every other reader. I'm talking about me. When you come, please come for the answer and be ready to do the work. Because I'm not about to play with you. I'm not. Going to 2024, it's about to be real different. I'm not about to play.
I think that's what this story has become known for, though.
Right.
I think it's sort of kind of that, because there's people either love me or hate me. There's few that's in between.
Right.
So too many people come for my bluntness because they know I'm just going to tell it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. And it's like, ooh, that's what I thought. That's what I needed. I needed to hear that. So my regular people know how I am.
Right.
And I think today it kind of hit home a little bit different, a little bit more maybe, because I was getting Christmas presents.
That's when you know.
And it's like, what?
That's what you know. That's when you know.
Girl said, let me go back outside and get your present. I bought you a present. Like, wait, what?
You never know how you impact somebody's life until those times. Until, like, I started noticing around Mother's Day. I started getting a lot of Happy Mother's Day. When they knew my birthday, happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? Like, just stuff like that. And I'm like, Like, even from my clients, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to call you, I'm going to check. Like, a lot of times they even reach out and check on me. How you doing? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm good, I'm fine. So, yeah, like, that's when you really learn. Sometimes when people really, they really fuck with you for real. Okay, y'all. I didn't drink too much. I ain't drunk too much. I just got to go to the bathroom.
Heard and drank.
So I'll be right back. I'm back here shaking.
Heard and drunk a lot.
Yeah, a lot of liquids.
I know, it made me sound like I didn't drunk the way I said that. But
right, that's what
anyway.
I was like, wait a minute, hold on, let me fix that.
Yeah. So we're looking forward to a whole lot of new things coming up next year, 2024. Yeah. I think we're going to do the, I'm going to do probably, I keep saying those words, a New Year's, for the New Year in March, do a party. Although my birthday, the holy month, is in April. And this April is going to be cool. I might do something for my birthday because it'll be goodbye to my 50s. I don't know what else we got. What else I'm trying to come up with other than that and the Hoodoo Festival, of course. Of course, I'm looking for something for the Witches Ball, like I said earlier. And I'm sure in between there'll be some other fetes or something like that. I'll get with my Mambo and Ugan friends. Perhaps another Kuzan Zaka Fete. If I can get actual Gay Day Fete this coming up, or the next November 2024, that would be excellent. So those are the small changes, the small things that I can think of off the top of my head. In addition to hopefully fitting in some classes, because everyone's bugging me for classes. So if I can get maybe me and the crew, and we can trade off in doing classes and scheduling them. They don't have to be here at the store. They could be at the event space that's 3 doors down, and figure something out like that. So we're going to work it out somehow or the other. Just talking about all the different things coming up, and hopefully getting the drummers and the Ugan and the Mambo to do actual Get a Fete this year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah, definitely want to do a Get a Fete. For sure. I say this, I want to go away to a Get a Fete, and I also would like to have one here. The reason why, the one here, it'll probably be more working versus me going somewhere else, and I can enjoy it.
No, you can enjoy it here.
I mean, yeah, but that's the difference.
We're going to lock that door.
I mean, which is true. But I want to go to one that I'm not doing, even though I know me, I'm not going to not do something. But definitely, I want to go to one, and I do want to be here when we host one.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. So we're gonna work it all out. I was talking about March, the possibility of a New Year's party
Right.
for the New Year in March, although the very next month is the holy month of April. So, and
No, it ain't.
that's my goodbye to, that'll be my goodbye to my 50s party.
Oh Lord.
So I have themes, y'all. Themes.
The things that I have to endure.
I'm just saying. So I was like, possibly another Kuzenzaka Fete, possibly a Gede Fete. Anything else in between that could happen, anything could happen. And we don't know. Things happen here. All it takes is one person to come in and ask one question and say one thing, and next thing you know, we on a mission.
Yep.
So
Yeah. That's a definite. And I'm really kind of thinking that it's going to be a little bit more of that.
as I was talking about the possibility of the other classes in between.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Not just doing it here, and then I am working with someone else to show some spiritual movies down in the event space. Like I know she has Altar of My Soul, Vega. I can't think of her name right now. The book Altar of My Soul. Has that movie.
Okay.
We've watched it at one of our film festivals.
Okay.
So there's different films like that she has. So
Okay.
we were talking about showing spiritual movies.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah. So there's things coming up.
Okay. Yeah, so just be looking out for the flyers and the announcements and the event brights and event things on Facebook and stuff. So yeah, just keep an eye out because there's going to be a lot of stuff that's going on.
Definitely.
So it's just a matter of just waiting.
Making it do what it do.
Like I said, 2024 is all gas, period. And if we got to run over or tear up something going through, it just is what it is.
Speed bump. Boom, boom. Oh,
That part.
boom, boom. She. Anyways, we gonna wrap this up. I think we didn't talk about everything. We talked about everything.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I'm just done. Boom.
Boom, boom. Speed bump. I'm gonna roll over.
Okay, y'all. Let me say this. I know we been life and we haven't had a chance, but we about to get back to doing this quite regularly because a lot of people had not seen us doing anything in a minute. So I've had a couple people that mentioned it. So we got to get back in the saddle, and a lot of it was me. My family came back from living out of state. I was spending way more time with my grandbaby. So at that point, I'm not even gonna lie, that was just the number one thing I really needed to get to bond with her. I'm just gonna tell you, she lived out of state, so now she's here and she know who Grammy is. Her favorite person. No. But yeah, so now life is becoming a little bit more balanced for me. So definitely can get back into the space where this can become a little bit more regular.
She's gonna shimmy with me.
No, I'm not.
She's gonna shimmy with me.
Yeah, she gonna be doing shimmy mob and all of that stuff coming up.
Oh yeah,
too.
shimmy mob is coming up.
Yeah.
So they have the belly dancing thing is coming up too. That's May, the earlier part of May.
No, I'm not. She is. So yeah, just stay looking for different things from Motown Witch, for me, Empower Vision, Yvette, or me, Angie. Those are all four different entities and different things. So
Most definitely.
We'll definitely be keeping everybody abreast of the different stuff that's going on, and we're thanking you ahead of time for your support.
Like Bartles and James, thank you for your support. All right, y'all. Thank you. No, seriously, thank you all for your support. And for those who have been bugging the shit out of me to bring this back and have it, and I'm trying to tell them to be patient and everything. So, yeah. I don't even know what day of the week this is.
Friday. No, Saturday.
Yeah, because I say Friday. Yeah, I'm confused.
See?
Okay.
It's her fault. You didn't change it.
I didn't get around to it. Like, hey, things was happening around here. So, anyways, thank you all for joining us, and we will see you all next time.
Bye-bye.
If you like our content, like and subscribe, and click on the bell for notifications. If you're in the Detroit area, stop by and see us. We're open 7 days a week, or visit us at our website, www.motownwitch.com. Thanks.